Hi, everyone. Welcome to our first episode of the podcast VTube. So, in which I am introducing about some best practices, a normal talk about all latest innovation and technologies which you hear around you. As we all know that large enterprises, mid-sized enterprises are bringing humongous data, and those data is getting multiplied every single day. So how this is going to be an ingredient to the artificial intelligence, how such enterprises are going to shift from their existing legacy system to artificial enabled system is something we are going to talk today. And because it's a first episode, so I'm bringing our CTO of VDOIT as a special guest in this episode. Neetu Gupta has 25 plus years of global IT experience, working with world's top-notch companies like Lowe's, Cognizant, HCL Technologies, and Devo Telecom. Neetu has received many awards in her career, like the Most Inspiring Leader to Watch in 2025, A Leader Shifting the Technological Tides by CIO Look, and IWD 2024. Neetu has been at the forefront of driving digital transformation through artificial intelligence in medium and large enterprises across diverse sectors. So tune in to discover Neetu's perspectives on the future of artificial intelligence in the Indian and the global business landscape and learn how medium and large organizations can unlock new opportunities through smart technology adoption. So we have Neetu Gupta, who is co-founder of VDOIT and CTO of VDOIT Technologies. 25 plus years of experience working into large enterprises, leading multi-million dollar programs, seeing that journey going from their very basic legacy, very basic programmatical computerization towards artificial intelligence programs, which she has been leading in VDOIT. So we have Neetu Gupta, and welcome, Neetu.
Thank you, Narendra. I'm excited for this very first podcast of VTube. We have seen the journey and where the AI was evolving from very early kind of predictive models, and now they are going into the enterprise-wide large-scale systems. Those are very intelligent systems. So I'm quite excited, and I'm very much ready to share my knowledge, my learnings for how the thing really works.
So, Neetu, as in small chunks, small pieces, we hear a lot about artificial intelligence. People have started saying, yes, I'm using artificial intelligence. Even the enterprises are saying that, but they are using bits and pieces of that with a very small power of AI. What do you think? How much large enterprises or even mid-sized enterprises, how much ready these enterprises are to adapt artificial intelligence from their foundational perspective, from their data perspective? So can you put some light on that, please?
Currently, we are in a very good world right now. Let me tell you, there are big storage systems available. We have large processors. So enterprises are very much ready to accept this kind of shift. The only challenges that we have faced and we have been continuously working on are unstructured data. So we have to build a structured data environment. There are complex business processes where AI needs to be integrated with those business processes with a structured data system and a shift in the mindset of the people. So along with all this, an enterprise AI can bring lot and lot of changes in the world.
So Neetu, in Vido IT, in last 10 years of journey, and I would say in last 5 years of that time when we did a lot of transformation in multiple domains, healthcare, education, retail, logistics, and even the reward systems. So we have seen that journey. And what is your one special common learning which you would like to share with audience in this podcast?
See, embracing AI, initially it was a little challenging, but with the strong foundation and learning that strong foundation and continuously applying for that has made it easier for us. Let me tell you an example. We built an education app in the education domain with a strong data governance, a structured data environment, and a well-defined architecture for that. We could build a small chatbot to a I would say a personalized or an emotionally aware digital tutor that understands the human language easily, gives like a human kind of a learning, and adapts to the student's knowledge. So that's where these kind of structural approaches have helped us build the system.
Certainly, I would also like to bring uh, in everybody's knowledge that such kind of initiatives take a lot of research and development, and because of our right allocation of the people, right budgets and all that, we always made sure that we are ahead on the edge where our clients can get the best value of their funds, and they can get the best outcome out of all the projects we deliver. Neetu, I believe there are many such enterprise leaders who have been given mandate that you have to make your enterprise AI enabled, but they are not getting the right direction. So what are such core steps which you think every enterprise leader should know if they have to do this transformation?
As I've said earlier about the strong foundation, but I would like to elaborate this into 5 steps. I think the first thing that is very important is to define the goal. What exactly needs to be done? And you have to measure the current status so that you can define and you can understand the impact of that change. So that measurable impact should be calculated. Second is you have to define the data system. You have to define a core data system. It should be clear, concise, complete, and accessible. So that is second important thing. The third thing, we have to build a strong architecture. The infrastructure should be strong there, which is required to implement that. And then you can start creating and implementing those AI use cases on that system. The most important on top of this is you have to upskill the teams. You have to make the shift in the mind of the team that they have to start using these systems and understand and take the decisions based on those data driven systems.
Amazing. I mean, these make a lot of sense, especially the ones who are ready, excited, and they are looking for the right direction. Thank you, Neetu. This is great. So, what is your advice to the team who are struggling with a messy, unstructured, spready data?
Yeah, the enterprise, they think that it's a kind of a tool which is a kind of a magic, but magic never happens. It has to be built up. So, what exactly happens is that if there is a big system or big enterprise, there are different areas. You have to define those segments, you have to define those data. You can't change or structure every byte of enterprise data. You have to start slow, build each and structure, and make those things which are building the business matrix. Give importance to those data. So structure that data and start from there.
So, Neetu, there are a lot of products coming up, many names, OpenAI, ChatGPT, Gemini, then Copilot, are different things. But fundamentally, even in the AI, we are hearing many kind of AIs. We have conversational AI, we have generative AI, we have agentic AI, and many more coming up very fast. So, would you like to brief about that, how it makes a difference for an enterprise? In a
Yeah,
brief, if you can, please.
sure. Um, Let me talk about generative and agentic AI now. So I'll give you an example. Suppose in a hospital management system, there is a chatbot. That chatbot is trained for emotional intelligence, which we do it from the sentimental analysis. There is a semantic analysis. So it's a complete chatbot. It's a good example of generative AI. It's doing one specific job, answering questions, answering the queries of the patient. Uh, then there comes agentic AI. Agentic AI is the complete solution of the business workflow of the hospital management system. It is not stopped at just answering the queries. If the queries are not answered, those can then moved on to the portal system where the customer care representative can answer those questions. Those tickets can be resolved, or even those appointments get scheduled. There are so many things. The complete workflow, including the predictive modeling, including the inventory management of the medicines, are handled. So that's what is agentic AI, which is the automation of the complete system.
It's more like bringing decision making also part of the automation is also one addition to the generative AI, which we call agentic AI.
Exactly.
And what we hear these days are like it's not just one agentic AI in a system. There can be in the large enterprises, there can be multiple type of agentic AI who are talking to each other. There can be a mesh of the agentic AI as a failover, as a backup. So that really answers great, and especially for enterprises who want to bring the best of the best practices, and they can go with that.
Correct.
Uh, Now I'm coming to the next question. If you have to give one single advice to enterprise leaders, how their mindset change can take them to the success, what would that be?
Huh. I think we can take AI as evolution, not revolution. So we can take that step by doing it one step at a time. Like everything can't change overnight. So we have to start slowly, we have to scale and then move on with continuous iteration. So AI gives or rewards us with consistency, with adaptability, and not just the speed. So we have to get that kind of adaptability to embrace AI.
Amazing. I think that's crux of many learnings you have attained. Now we are going to play the most interesting part of this podcast, which is a rapid fire. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will have few questions. Don't worry. So in any enterprise AI transformation, what is more important, people or process?
People.
Okay. What is that one single mistake which an enterprise should avoid?
I think unethical data practices.
The future of an enterprise AI in single line.
Enterprise AI will amplify human potential instead of replacing them.
What is that biggest myth an enterprise is having about AI?
It's not a fingertip job.
Great. So here we close our podcast today. And thank you so much, Neetu. It was an insightful session where we could bring the crux of how large enterprises are going to take this switch. But it's just a start. And as you said, it's an evolution, it's not a revolution. So evolution always takes a lot of research, a lot of experiments, a lot of failures too. And this has been a great episode, and I really thank you.
Thank you, Narendra. I thoroughly enjoyed this podcast and I have learned a lot from you too. Thank you.
And guys, stay tuned. There are many such episodes coming up which would be having a lot of knowledge for you all. So let's stay tuned. Thank you very much. Thank you.